Yeah, hi Venus. Good evening, one and all. Hope I am audible and visible to you. I need your response on the chat box so that we'll proceed with a few important areas required for your examination. I want everyone to be live and try to be active. Hope I am audible and visible to you. Hope my voice is audible, I'm visible, and the screen is visible to you. And I want everyone to stream this video live. Please try to come live. Okay. So we'll try to learn few important areas. Okay, just a matter of a bit of quick revision. So let's start this. So first and foremost concept in this is about the Turner's syndrome. Can you tell me how many chromosomes are present in Turner's syndrome? Number of chromosomes present in the Turner's syndrome. And what is the chromosomal abbreviation that is given for Turner's syndrome? What are the number of chromosomes that are present in the Turner's syndrome? I want you guys to come to live. Please try buffer the thing to live so that there will be no lag. Yes, you are right. Okay, so Turner's syndrome, it is 45XO. Okay, so we have 44 autosomes plus 1 sex chromosome. Total number of chromosomes will be 45. If they're asking the number of autosomes, your answer should be 44. If they're asking the number of chromosomes, your answer should be 45. It is 45XO. Okay, so the code for this, like most important features where the questions are going to come from, the code for this is a woman contains 4 S's. Okay, A for aneurysm, and W for web of neck. Web of neck is a very frequently asked question for you. Okay, then followed by C for congenital heart disease. C for congenital heart disease. Just a second. C for congenital heart disease. C for congenital heart disease. So there is one more important variation that we need to discuss about this. So this is called as carrying angle. Okay, so this is called as carrying angle. Okay, so carrying angle is like whenever we try to carry, okay, or hold things, so the angle that is formed is called as carrying angle. So this is a normal condition, and you can check it off. This is a midline, and this is a midline for this. Okay, if this is moving away, from the midline, so that is called as vagus. If it is moving away from the midline, that is called as vagus. If it is moving towards the midline, that is called as varus. Okay, so this vagus you can see in the case of this particular syndrome. That is C for congenital heart disease, C for vagus, and I hope like you are familiar with this short stature, and short fourth metacarpal is seen. S for you check it off, like you see a shield type of chest in these individuals, and you see a streaky ovaries. Okay, so these are the features that we see in Turner's syndrome. That is 45XO, 44 autosomes plus 1 sex chromosome. Total number of chromosomes will be 45. A woman contains 4S. Okay, the most important thing is congenital heart disease. The next important thing is web of neck will be seen. Streaky ovaries are seen in, is a frequently asked question. Okay, the answer is Turner's syndrome. Can you tell me, is there any Any head and neck syndrome, that is head and neck swelling, that is seen in the case of Turner syndrome? Is there any head and neck swelling? Is there any head and neck swelling that you can see in these individuals? I want your response on the chat box. So head and neck swellings we have discussed in general surgery, right? So does any syndrome is very commonly seen in the case of Turner syndrome? Any syndrome, any swelling? I want your response on the chat box. Yeah, Richa has answered. Okay, right. The answer is cystic hygroma. Okay, so already discussed. So we'll be jumping into the next syndrome. Okay, the next syndrome. So please do make a note of it. It's better you can simply call it as a cat syndrome. Okay, so the abbreviation that I mean the code that I have given is, okay, you can check it off. A small headed cat with a larger body is crying because the cat has lost $5 in her heart-shaped purse. Okay, so the important things in this is small-headed cat with a large body. Crying is important. Okay, 5 is important. Heart-shaped is important. Okay, so before going into that, can you tell me what is heart-shaped oral cyst for a dentist? Heart-shaped cyst is heart-shaped cyst for a dentist is heart-shaped cyst for a dentist is. Can you tell me what is heart-shaped occlusal surface? What is heart-shaped occlusal surface? Where in which particular teeth you are going to see a occlusal surface in the case of which looks like a heart? Okay, what is heart-shaped cyst? Yes, heart-shaped cyst is your nasopalatal cyst. Heart-shaped cyst is your nasopalatal cyst. Nasopalatal cyst, and it is present between the two maxillary central incisors. Location is common. It is present between the two maxillary central incisors. That is a heart-shaped cyst. Coming to heart-shaped occlusal surface, that is going to be your maxillary third molar. Maxillary third molar is going to have a heart-shaped occlusal surface. Okay, right? So heart-shaped cyst is nasopalatal cyst, which is present between two central incisors, whereas heart-shaped occlusal surface is going to be your maxillary third molar. Okay, now coming to the features which we see in this particular individual, as already discussed, is it is small head as compared to that of the body. You are going to have heart, right? You are going to have heart problems. That is your congenital heart diseases are seen, similar like your Turner syndrome. You have a high pitched cry in these individuals, which looks like a cat like crying, and this is mainly due to the abnormality of chromosome number 5. That is the abnormality which we have discussed in general pathology, that is deletion of chromosome number 5p, PR. Okay, so this is all about this particular syndrome. The next syndrome is Klinefelter syndrome that most of us are familiar with. Can you tell me what are how many number of chromosomes are present in these individuals? How many chromosomes are present in these individuals? So normally humans are going to have 46 either XX or 46 either XY. XX is going to be female and XY is going to be male. Okay, so when you're talking about Klinefelter syndrome, what is going to happen? Instead of having 46 XX, so these individuals are going to have one extra sex chromosome, so that is 47 XXY. Okay, so they are going to have one extra chromosome. Okay, so instead of having 46, that is 44 autosomes plus 2 sex chromosomes, these people are going to have 44 autosomes plus 3 sex chromosomes. Total number of chromosomes are going to be 47 in these individuals. So what you see in these individuals, okay, the code is very simple. Filter, okay, F for facial hair low, E for ergosterol high, long limbs, tall and individual is slim. Okay, so you'll have elevated levels of FHS and LHS, and you have aggressive behavior, that is called as rake. Okay, so can you tell me what is Slim's disease? Yesterday we have discussed on the group. Slim's disease. Slim's disease means, what is Slim's disease? Yes, Slim's disease is nothing but it is AIDS. AIDS is called as Slim's disease. What is Still's disease? Still's disease also yesterday we have discussed on the group. What is Still's disease? Yes, Still's disease is rheumatic arthritis in the case of your children. And when you're talking about ortho-related malocclusions, you see class 2 malocclusions in these individuals. The next comes is Edwards syndrome. So Edwards syndrome is also called as, we have learned some trisomies, right? So Edwards syndrome is called as which number trisomy? Edwards syndrome is which number trisomy? Edwards syndrome is which number trisomy? Trisomy of 21 is Down syndrome. Yes, you are right. Trisomy 21 is Down syndrome. Okay. So Edwards syndrome is which number trisomy? So normally each pair is going to have two chromosomes, a pair of chromosomes, but trisomies are going to have 3 chromosomes. Okay, trisomies are going to have 3 chromosomes. Edwards syndrome is trisomy 18. Okay, try to be clear, guys. Few of you are going wrong. Okay, so these are very important. Edwards syndrome is trisomy 18. So here the mnemonic is Edward. E for elongated skull. Okay, E for elongated skull. E for elongated skull, or 18. It was given like 18. Okay, D for there will be overlapping. Okay, there will be overlapping of the digits. Okay, and it looks like a fist. Okay, it looks like a fist. Can you tell me what is the fist of blood called as? What is the fist of blood? One fist of blood means how much ml? One fist of blood. One fist of blood means how much ml? One fist of blood means how much ml? One fist of blood is nothing but 500 ml. One fist of blood is 500 ml. Okay, so W is vertical septal defects, you can see. A for you can see apnea. Okay, R for rocker bottom feet. That is very, very important. This question has been repeated so many times. Rocker bottom feet is most commonly seen in the case of your trisomy 18, which is called as Edwards syndrome. D for dysplastic ears will be there, and intellectual disability will be there. That is mental disability. Okay, right. So next one is the Copra Act, that is community related topic. That is Consumer Protection Act, which was started in the year 15th April 1987. Okay, so the maximum limit of compensation, it varies at levels. Okay, at a district level it will be up to 20 lakhs. At a state level it will be from 20 lakhs to 1 crore, and at a national level it will be more than 1 crore. Okay, district level up to 20 lakhs. Okay, state level 20 lakhs to 1 crore, and more than 1 crore will be at a national level. Okay, then I hope like you are familiar with this. Okay, delta plans. Okay, so normally participating dentist is going to have 90 percentile, whereas non-participating dentist is going to have 50 percentile. So don't get confused. This question was so many times repeated in the Neet. Okay, so they're going to ask you how much is the percentile for participating dentist. The participating dentist is going to have more percentage, that is 90 percentage, whereas non-participating dentist is going to have 50 percentage. The next comes is karyogram. Karyogram was given by Brathal. Okay, and karyogram is basically, initially the karyogram is 3-factor, and the later the karyogram is converted into 5-factor. What are those 5 factors and colors are very, very important. Number 1 is green, any chances to avoid cavities or lesions. Number 2 is D for D, that is dark blue, is diet. Number 3 is red familiar, that is red for danger, that is bacteria. Number 4 is light blue, that is susceptibility. Number 5 is yellow color, those are nothing but called as circumstances. Okay, right? So I hope you guys are clear with this. Okay, now tell me what is Keys triad? What is Keys triad? Tell me what is Keys triad. Karyogram is 5 factor. Tell me Keys triad is how many factor? Keys triad is how many factor? Yes, Keys triad is basically 3 factors, and most of you are familiar. Simply you can call it as HAS or HAE. H for host, A for agent, and S for substrate. Or you can call it as HAE, H for host, A for agent, E for environment. Now tell me, what is the substrate? What is the substrate which is more karyogenic substrate? Karyogenic substrate is, key factor is 3 factor, HAS or HAE. Yes, the most karyogenic substrate is going to be sucrose. Okay, sucrose, which is also called as arch criminal, and the least is xylitol. Okay, xylitol is going to prevent the occurrence of caries. Is going to prevent the occurrence of caries. Is going to prevent the occurrence of caries. What is the study? There is one karyology related study, right? What is that study called as? They are going to test the relationship between fructose, sucrose, and xylitol. What is this? What is the name of the study? Yes, right. TURKU. Okay. So please, guys, go back and please do check those 3 or 4 studies which I have given in your Power Play books. Okay, in the community part. So those studies are very, very important. I don't know why the paper setters, they have a great and they're admiring those studies. I don't know why. Those studies are very, very frequently asked in the examination. So please try to go back and just have a quick glance about of those studies. Okay, right. Right. So I'm done with the karyogram. So then limit of eccentricity, which is called as runout, which is a part of your operative dentistry. The maximum acceptability of runout is 0.023 millimeters, after which the aerator has to be replaced. And the next comes is the critical pH. The critical pH, if they're asking for enamel, that is 5.2 to 5.5. Okay, so that is enamel critical pH is 5.2 to 5.5. Whenever the enamel is being treated with fluoride, so you're going to form fluorohydroxyapatite, where the critical pH is going to be 4.2 to 4.5. So critical pH of enamel which is treated with fluoride. So critical pH of enamel is this. Enamel with fluoride, if they're asking, your answer should be 4.2 to 4.5. Your answer should be 4.2 to 4.5. Now tell me, what is critical probing depth? There is a question, right? Which is a repeat again. So critical pH is 5.2 to 5.5. What is critical probing depth? What is critical probing depth? What is the value of this critical probing depth? Critical probing depth values. Perio question. Critical probing depth. Critical probing depth value is right 5.4. Okay. So histological probing depth value is histological probing depth value is 1.8. Normal probing depth value is 2 to 3 mm. Normal